Think you're starting your day with a healthy breakfast. You might actually be hurting your pancreas every morning without even realizing it. You eat on time, stick to what you've always been told is the right way to start the day. Yet you still feel tired, hungry again within an hour. Your blood sugar's all over the place, and that stubborn belly fat just won't budge. Sound familiar? Maybe you've noticed that hollow, lightheaded feeling in your stomach, not long after eating, or that post-breakfast brain fog that seems to creep in out of nowhere. You're not alone. A lot of people over 60 still believe that having a big, hearty breakfast is the key to good health. But doctors are now sounding the alarm. Four super common breakfast foods, even ones once thought to be healthy, are quietly triggering inflammation and hormone imbalances. Here's the thing. Once you hit your 60s, your digestive system, pancreas, and insulin response just don't work the same way they did in your 30s or 40s. Foods that seem innocent, like white toast, boxed orange juice, or even that quick packet of oatmeal, can cause major blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes that leave you dragging for the rest of the day. In this video, I'm going to break down 4 breakfast foods you should stop eating after 60, even when you're hungry. I'll also give you the science behind why they're doing more harm than good, and show you easy, delicious alternatives that will actually fuel your body and keep your energy steady all morning long. If you often feel sleepy after breakfast, get easily irritated, or feel like your brain just isn't firing on all cylinders, you could be starting your day the wrong way. Know someone who might be stuck in this cycle without realizing it. Tag them or share this video with them before they keep confusing healthy with habits that are quietly wearing them down. And don't skip out early. The third food on the list is something most people eat every single day without knowing it's slowly putting stress on their pancreas. Let's get into it. The first food to watch out for might surprise you. It's something once praised as the healthiest breakfast on the planet. Yep, we're talking about instant oatmeal. Have you ever believed oats were a superfood? For years, they've been marketed as heart healthy, low fat, and packed with whole grains. But after age 60, that morning bowl of oatmeal, especially the flavored quick cook kind, could be quietly doing more harm than good. Let's break it down. To make oats cook faster, manufacturers pre-process them, steaming, rolling them thin, and drying them. The result, their glycemic index shoots way up. So when you eat them, your blood sugar spikes fast, then crashes. And your pancreas. It has to work overtime to stabilize things. Problem is, after 60, your pancreas and insulin response aren't as sharp as they used to be. Starting each day with this kind of sugar roller coaster can wear you down. Over time, it can throw your hormones off balance, increase belly fat, and feed chronic inflammation. And the kicker, many older adults who eat oatmeal every morning still end up with prediabetes without understanding why. One Harvard study found that older adults who ate refined grains for breakfast had up to a 40% higher risk of developing insulin resistance and abdominal fat compared to those who started their day with protein and healthy fats. Take Mary from New Jersey. She's 67 and thought she was doing it right, starting her mornings with oats, raisins, and a drizzle of honey. But she kept feeling lightheaded, constantly hungry, and noticed her midsection getting thicker. When her doctor checked her fasting insulin, it was way too high. Turns out the healthy breakfast she relied on was actually working against her. The good news, she made a simple switch. 2 boiled eggs, half an avocado, a few walnuts, and a cup of unsweetened green tea. Nothing fancy, but it kept her energized, satisfied until lunch, and over time she saw her waistline slim down. So if you're still clinging to that morning bowl of instant oats, don't stress. A small change, done consistently, can make a big difference. Your body will thank you. And oats aren't the only sneaky offender. There's another common breakfast food that seems innocent, but the earlier in the day you eat it, the more it contributes to fat gain and inflammation, all without you realizing it. Let's take a look. Number 2 is a sweet little trap for your heart and blood sugar: boxed orange juice. Even when it says no added sugar, sugar on the label, orange juice can still be one of the most dangerous ways to start your day, especially if you're over 60. It's a sneaky culprit that can quietly throw your heart, health, and blood sugar off track. Here's why. Every morning glass of OJ, even the kind labeled 100% juice, is essentially a hit of liquid sugar. One serving typically contains 20 to 25 grams of fructose and almost no fiber. When fruit is juiced, all the fiber, the part that slows down sugar absorption, is stripped away. What you're left with is a concentrated sugar rush that hits your bloodstream fast. And as we age, our bodies just aren't as efficient at handling that kind of spike. The liver gets overloaded, the pancreas has to kick into overdrive, and over time, this leads to fat buildup, insulin resistance, inflammation, and other silent troublemakers like visceral fat and fatty liver. A 2020 study in the BMJ found that older adults who drank more than one glass of fruit juice a day had an 18% higher risk of heart disease and were 21% more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. Take Mrs. Carroll from Florida. She's 70 and used to start her mornings with a cold glass of orange juice straight from the fridge. But within 3 months, she started noticing headaches, mild hand tremors, and constant mid-morning hunger. A routine blood test revealed she was pre-diabetic. Her doctor recommended switching to half a fresh orange paired with a protein-rich breakfast, or sometimes just water infused with lemon and basil. It was refreshing, easier on her system, and most importantly, didn't spike her blood sugar. So if you're still starting your day with a glass of liquid vitamin C, it might be time to rethink that habit. Because after 60, how you eat becomes just as important as what you eat. Surprised by the first two. There's one more to go, and it's a food many people think is healthy because it's low fat. But it quietly messes with your hunger and fullness hormones. The more you eat it, the harder it becomes to control your cravings. Take a deep breath. This next one might just catch you off guard. Yep, it's true. Flavored low-fat yogurt. The food so many of us rely on to stay in shape might actually be messing with your hunger cues, especially after 60. Vanilla, strawberry, peach, they seem light and refreshing, right? But these flavored yogurts are some of the worst offenders when it comes to disrupting the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness as we age. Here's why. When manufacturers take out the fat, they have to make up for the lost taste and texture. So they load it up with refined sugar, artificial flavors, and thickeners to make it appealing again. The result? A single cup of flavored low-fat yogurt can pack 15 to 20 grams of sugar. That's nearly 4 teaspoons of straight-up white sugar. After 60, your body produces less leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you're full. That means sugary, low-fat foods can actually trick your body into feeling full fast, but getting hungry again just as quickly. This leads to more snacking, poor portion control, and constant energy crashes throughout the day. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who follow a low-fat, high-sugar diet can gain up to 33% more belly fat and are twice as likely to develop insulin resistance compared to those who include healthy fats and limit sugar. Take Mr. Thomas, 68, from Texas. He used to start every morning with flavored low-fat yogurt, thinking he was being health conscious. But he noticed feeling sluggish all day, and his waistline kept expanding, even though he wasn't eating more overall. After meeting with a nutritionist, he swapped it out for full-fat, unsweetened Greek yogurt topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. He said it kept him full longer, cut down on sugar cravings, and gave him steady energy all morning. So if you've been holding on to the old low-fat is good mindset, it's time for an update. Healthy fats are your friend as you age. Hidden sugars are the real enemy. We've already covered 3 foods that seem healthy but secretly drain your energy, fuel inflammation, and throw your hormones out of balance. But there's one more left, maybe the most surprising of all. It's something that feels harmless, even a little nostalgic, and yet it could be the silent reason your day goes off the rails before it even begins. That one's up next. The 4th item on our list might look harmless, just 2 little slices, but it can spike your blood sugar, leave you hungry soon after, and slowly build belly fat without you even noticing. We're talking about toasted white bread. Yep, just 2 slices can sabotage an otherwise great morning, especially once you're over 60. Think about that smell. Warm, crisp, comforting. Maybe it's paired with a sweet smear of peanut butter. For years, that was the go-to breakfast. It felt like a bright, cozy start to the day. But here's the problem. After 60, your body isn't as forgiving. Those two slices of white toast can send your blood sugar soaring, then crashing, triggering hunger, fatigue, and inflammation. Why? Because white bread is made from refined flour. It's stripped of its fiber and nutrients. Toasting it doesn't help. In fact, it makes things worse. That crispy brown surface. It's created by a chemical reaction that produces AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These compounds have been linked to chronic inflammation, faster cellular aging, and even higher risk of heart disease. And if you're spreading sweetened peanut butter on top, loaded with added sugar and refined oils, you're stacking one inflammatory food on top of another. The Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate refined carbs and unhealthy fats for breakfast had 35% higher levels of CRP, an inflammation marker tied to chronic disease, and their blood sugar remained unstable well into the afternoon. Take Mr. Ray, 72. For 15 years, peanut butter toast was his morning ritual. He wasn't overweight, but during a routine checkup, his doctor found early signs of insulin resistance and low-grade inflammation. His fix: he swapped the white toast for whole grain bread, topped it with boiled eggs, and sliced avocado. Within 2 months, his inflammation markers dropped significantly, and he had more energy too. So if you're still reaching for that familiar toast, don't worry, you don't have to give it up entirely. Just rethink it. Choose a better bread. Swap the sugary spread. Getting older doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It just means getting a little smarter about how you enjoy them. If you've made it this far, then you've just uncovered 4 common breakfast habits that many people over 60 still follow every day, without realizing the toll they can take. These aren't extreme mistakes. They're everyday choices, foods we've trusted for years, that quietly start working against us as we age. But here's the good news. If you're still making these choices, it's not too late. What matters isn't guilt, it's awareness. And once you know better, you can do better. Because after 60, good health doesn't just come from what we add to our routines, but from what we're willing to let go of. Especially in the morning, when your body's just waking up, blood vessels are tighter, blood sugar is more sensitive, and every bite you take matters more than you think. Take a moment. Think back to your last breakfast. Did it leave you feeling energized or drained? Did it satisfy you or leave you hungry an hour later? Did it lift your morning or weigh it down? Sometimes all it takes is one small swap, trading instant oats for eggs, juice for lemon water, flavored low-fat yogurt for plain, full-fat yogurt, and in just a few days, you'll feel the difference. There's no need to overhaul everything overnight. No need to be perfect. Just choose something a little gentler on your body each morning and let that small act of care grow into a habit. A quiet, consistent way to say, hey, I'm still looking out for you. If this video helped you rethink your breakfast, send it to someone close to you, someone your age who might be starting their day with the same foods. That one small share could be the start of a healthier chapter for both of you. And if you're making a change, drop it in the comments. We read every one, and we learn from each other. Thanks for staying with me till the end. And here's to tomorrow morning. May it start with a meal that makes your body truly smile.